Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video we are gonna paint these mandala coasters. So let's get started. All the material which are required for this painting is included in this kit. So let's unbox this. So let's unbox the mandala kit. There's 20% off for you guys when you order from our website next time. Here are some freebies which includes bookmarks, stickers and mandala inspiration stickers. There is a stencil which you can use to create extra design, a color palette, 6 acrylic colors, dotting tool, 2 paint brushes, 4 mandala coasters and a coaster holder. Let's get started. Since we have these 2 varieties of mandala coasters, so I'll be painting both of these so that you guys have an idea. So let's start with the round coasters. For the color, I think we can do a green, brown and also a teal. We can add more colors if needed later. So these are acrylic colors. So one thing about them is they dry up pretty quickly, like within 5 to 10 minutes it will be dried, and you would not require to mix this with water. You can directly use it on your surface. In case you want to create like tints and shades of it, you can mix it with different colors on your color palette and create it. So let's begin. So let's start painting it. Just remember, every time you start painting from the inside part to the outer and not from outer to inside. The reason being is if you start painting from out or randomly wherever you feel like from the outside part and you want to paint it inside, it will be difficult for you to paint other parts and your paint will get smudged. So for that, we'll start from the center. Now if you want to have a darker shade of brown, what you can do is take black and add to the brown. So I'm gonna create a little dark brown here on my color palette. You can see very little black I'm using because black is, you can see it here. See, black is such a strong color. It just makes things very dark. Well, it's okay, I like this, how this turned out. But in case whenever you feel it's very dark, you can take the color, any color you are choosing, and you can mix it. And here you go. We got brown. So always keep your lids closed in acrylic colors if you are done using it, because as I told you, it dries quickly, so your paints are gonna dry. I'm starting off with the center. So I'm painting the circle which is at the center with dark brown. I'm gonna wash my brush now and wipe it in the tissue or the cloth, anything works. And then I'm gonna take the brown, which is terracotta brown, an actual like name of the color, and start painting the second circle around it. So let it dry for some time, till the time we can choose another color which we want. I think we can have green petals because I've not used green much, so let's experiment with that. As you can see, I am filling the leaf color to green. You have to do the same for all. I'm done painting the green for the petals. For these borders, you can see, let's do this brown. You can use any color you like, you can create any shade you want to and paint it. So this is how it is gonna look. I'm gonna make this other 4 petals in time lapse because you just have to fill colors here. You guys can see this is dried. You can check it by touching it and seeing if it's coming on your fingers, which is not, so you can see it's dried. Now what I mentioned before is like by mistake if some part has come outside the line, right, we can fix it. I am trying to find it, which is I think here. A bit of brown has come inside. So what we are going to do is take the green and I'm going to show you how, like, just on top of it put a layer, second coating. It's not gonna blend and it just looks seamless. So yeah, like by chance, like if you put a stroke somewhere, you can always fix it with the help of acrylic colors. Now let's start with the circle which is inside. I thought of doing this brown. As I told you, this also dries, so this has almost dried, so I have to make another brown color. So I'm making the brown color again as the one in the palette has dried. I told you acrylic colors dry very quickly, so do not paint under a high-speed fan. At a low speed it's fine, it doesn't matter much, but do not paint under a fan or AC, like just like sitting under the AC. In AC you can definitely, just not under it. So yes, I'm trying to create the exact shade what we have created so that it matches. I think a bit more of brown, and yes, we are good to go. So I'm gonna close the lids. Do not forget to close the lid, guys. This is gonna dry up your colors and your entire bottle or tube of acrylic color is gonna get wasted. So I'm gonna start with a small circle. Just remember, always inside out. In acrylic painting or any painting, matter of fact, start from inside out. It's much convenient. I wouldn't say easy, it's convenient that way for you to paint. Also, it's not necessary to keep your coaster at one place and move yourself around it. You can hold it, twist it, turn it according to your convenience, how you feel like this is gonna turn out good. So yeah, like this I'm gonna quickly paint on all these other 4. Okay, now for the background, which is all these portion, let's do green. You can change the brushes if you feel there is very little space in between and you feel it's gonna, not fill in. You can change the brushes in between. And also where there is very less space, right, like here, do not use extra paint. If you have in your brush, just remove it like this and use this part, because that too much paint is gonna start spilling to the borders. Like this, I'm going to fill the entire coaster. So as you can see, our background in green color has been completed. It's little bit wet, not too much. So we can start with these 6 of them. So let's use this color, terracotta brown. You can see we have finished the outer leaves as well. Now the final circles we have to paint. For that I'm thinking we can do brown again. So it's dried, I told you. So I have to make that again. So yes, let's do that. I think we got the brown. So let's close the lid. And start coloring these dots. You can add water if you feel the consistency of the paint is too thick and you are not able to nicely move your brush paint. So just add water by just dipping your brush in water once or twice, not more than that. Or else if you add too much water, it's going to become very transparent and the background behind, whatever it is, it's going to be seen. So yeah, as you can see, we are done with this also. You would have seen in our kits that we provide these two extra things as well. One is stencil and one is dotting tool. If you want to be a bit more creative, you can add more details and effects to your posters. So I'm gonna be teaching you how to use these dotting tools to create more patterns. I'm going to use white and I'm seeing which one do I want to use. I think I'll go with this bigger one. There's two sizes in this, small and big. I'm going to go with the bigger one. And for that, just take some paint of your choice. and put it on your color palette so that it's easier for you to dip in. Okay, I'm going to keep the brush somewhere else. So the base, you can use it anyway. You can use the pointed one or the base. If you want really small circles or mandala dots, you can use the pointed one. And if you are looking for like a bigger one, which I'm going to show you now, you can use the behind one. So I'm going to take the behind one. I'm just going to do a tap on this, and you have to see that the color should be filled. Shouldn't be too much or else it is going to come out. And I'm going to use in all of these brown circles. So you can see it, how it has created this beautiful effect, and it's giving more detailing to your coaster. You can use your brush as well to create this. In case you're not great with it, you can of course use the starting tool. I love how this turned out. I'll do the same with the outer circle. I think it's going to be a bit bigger because the inner circle is big. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the smaller one here. So I'm going to use the smaller one first inside. You can see how minute the small dot is, and it's giving that details. It's absolutely beautiful. Just look at it, it just lifted the entire patterns up. If you want, you can do it in center as well. Let's do that. Beautiful, I love it. Let's do the outer part as well. I think the color has become less, so again, as I told, take the brush, add some white or any color you feel like putting in, and take the size you want and just that's it. This looks really beautiful. You can see our poster is ready with all the detailing and it looks really beautiful. But if you're wondering what is the use of the stencil, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you how to use this in part 2 of the video. So before we end the part 1 of this video, I wanted to show you different colors of the same posters that we had made here. Let me know which one you guys like in the comment section. See you in the part 2 of the video.